또 조금만 잘못하면 더 지하로 추락할 것 같고 지하로 추락하면 근세 그 벙커 남자가 되는 거죠. 그 공포를 안고 있는 상태에서 가난한 사람끼리 치고받고 싸우는 거죠.
But the Kim family, they live in a semi-basement home, and that's a very unique residential structure that exists in Korea. And you know, you're half overground, so you still have hope. But since you're half underground, you know that if things go slightly wrong, you will fall deeper underground and end up like that man, Kunse, in the basement. And you know, that family carries that fear as they fight with that couple in the basement.
그래서 얘기하신 것처럼 가난한 자들끼리 연대하면 좋을 텐데 되려 싸우는 상황이니까 서로 상처를 좀 그게 참 이 영화의 블랙 코미디이자 또 슬픔이기도 한 건데요.
And so it would be great if they had solidarity, but they're actually fighting each other and hurting one another. And I think a lot of the black comedy of this film comes from that aspect and also the sadness that you feel.
Yeah, right there.
So I think that something that's like really Korean, specifically Korean, is finding humor in trauma and like darkness, and that's something that I really noticed throughout the film. And I was wondering if like that was really planned while you were writing it and making it, or if it was the actors working together, or if it was more like a natural connection that the actors had.
I think we all heard that one.
그 공포나 웃음 또는 이제 불안함이나 슬픔 여러 가지 감정이 뭐 이미 믹스되어 있는 채로 시나리오가 이렇게 나오는데요. 아까도 얘기했지만 뭐 저의 자연스럽게 쓰는 과정에서 이미 저의 성향 자체가 그래서 이미 모든 것이 뒤엉켜 있는 채로 나오게 되는데.
So my script already carries a mixture of various emotions: fear, laughter, anxiety, and sadness. And for me, it's a very natural process to write it that way because, you know, like I said, that's just who I am as a person. I think everything is always intertwined.
Actually, for me, it's much more difficult to keep the same tone or atmosphere during whole 2 hours. It's much more difficult to me. All this kind of mixture and multi-layered emotion is much more comfortable and natural for me. 근데 배우들이 또 그런 게 있어요. 저와 같이 이제 송강호님도 계시지만 배우분들의 어떤 되게 한국적이고 사실적인 그 에너지들이 있어요. 그게 이제 장면의 뭐 분위기가 바뀌는 것과 상관없이 그런 그냥 인간으로서의 그 확실한 중심이 딱 사실적인 중심이 잡혀 있기 때문에 오히려 저는 더 자유롭게 너를 뜰 수 있는 거죠. 이렇게 이쪽 저쪽으로 운전대를 틀 수 있고 배우들이 되게 굳건하게 사실적인 연기로 어떤 중심을 잡아준달까요? 그래서 배우들을 믿고 더 제가 자유롭게 하는 면도 있어요.
But you know, all the actors I worked with in this film, they have this energy that's very Korean and realistic. So even as the atmosphere changes for each scene, the actors maintain this central core that grounds them to, you know, just portraying the reality of the human condition. And that makes me more free as a director. I can turn the wheel in any direction, and I know that they will be able to keep that core center. So I have a lot of faith in them, which gives me a lot of freedom.
감독으로서 좀 무책임한 얘기인데 이분이 하면 다 진짜 같아져요.
So this is quite irresponsible of me to say as a director, but when he does it, he manages to do everything.
뭐 조금 더 부연 설명을 하자면 그러니까 우리의 삶 자체가 사실은 쭉 희극적이고 또 쭉 비극적이지가 않고 항상 혼합되어 있는 삶을 우리가 살아가고 있기 때문에 자연스럽게 그런 어떤 변주되는 어떤 느낌들이 특히 이제 봉준호 감독 작품은 더더욱 그런 것 같아요. 그게 굉장히 매력이자 사실은 굉장히 사실적인 봉준호 장르가 되는 거죠. 네.
To just add on to that, I think our lives themselves, they're never consistently tragic or consistently humorous. So I think that's just reflecting the reality of it on the film. It's sort of natural to have this melange of comedy and serious tragedy. And that's particularly true about director Bong's films. I think that's what's so attractive and interesting about his work.
Yeah, right there.
So I'm gonna ask about that rock. So that has been there from the very beginning to the very end. It's even the poster. Is there any significance to that rock culturally or to this movie?
저 돌은 한국 관객들이 봐도 되게 이상해요.
So that rock is also very strange to Korean audiences too.
저걸 들고 다니면서 선물하는 사람은 아무도 없어요.
No one in Korea carries that rock around and gives it as a gift to someone else.
저희 아버지가 저거 한때 잠깐 수집하신 적은 있는데 저희 부모 세대의 어떤 한때 취미였는데 요즘 젊은 분들은 전혀 저거 관심 없죠 사실은.
So my father did collect those rocks at one point, and it was a common fad among my parents' generation. But none of the younger generation care about that stone.
뭐그 젊은 애가 이제 그 부잣집 친구가 저걸 들고 오잖아요. 그래서 이제 선물로 준단 말이죠. 그러니까 그 상황 자체 되게 기괴한 상황이에요. 어떻게 보면 돌출될 수밖에 없는 상황인데 심지어 그 돌을 보고 이제 배우가 상징적이다라고 한단 말이죠. 메타포리카라다 그러니까 평론가들이 해야 될 말을 이 배우가 먼저 해버리는 그런 황당한 상황인데.
So you see a young rich friend coming in to give that rock as a gift, and it's a very absurd situation that just sticks out from the entire film. Also, you know, the character announces that this stone is so metaphorical. That's something that usually film critics would say, but you have the actor saying it first.
이게 이제 근데 그 돌이 그 남자를 계속 따라다니잖아요. 사실상 따라가다시피 해서 마지막엔 그 남자의 머리통을 크래쉬를 깨버리는 정도. 그러니까 이게 정말 벗어날 수 없는 그러니까 그 주인공의 강박 같은 것이기도 하고요. 또 그 부잣집 애가 들고 온 거잖아요. 그 들고 와서 주고 없어지 영화의 끝까지 안 나오잖아요. 그러니까 그 아이처럼 그러니까 그 부잣집 친구처럼 되고 싶은 욕망이 많고 얘가 계속 걔가 했던 말을 흉내내는 부분들이 있어요. 그래서 그 부잣집 친구는 화면에서 사라졌지만 돌이 그 부잣집 친구를 대신하여 계속 얘를 따라다닌달까.
And that stone follows, you know, this young protagonist, and in the end, it crushes his skull. So it's almost like a compulsion that this character can't ever avoid. And you know, that rich friend, he comes to give him the stone, and he disappears and never comes back on screen until the very end of the film. And you know, he has a lot of desire to be like this rich friend. Oftentimes you see him imitating him. So although the friend is no longer on screen, the stone is basically replacing him to follow around this young protagonist.
It is metaphorical. Let's take a question all the way in the back. Yep. You.
So which of the classic directors are, what were your influences? What have been your influences for this movie and for your whole career?
아주 많죠. 다양한데요.
There's so many directors and a variety of them.
그 꼭대기에 그러니까 너무 많은 감독들을 다 나열하기는 좀 비효율적인 것 같고 그 나열하려는 감독들의 제일 꼭대기에는 히치콕이 있는 것 같아요.
I think it would be ineffective to list all the directors that have influenced me, but on the list of all the directors or on that lineage, the pinnacle is Hitchcock.
When I watched Alfred Hitchcock Psycho very first time, 8 or 9 years old.
That explains a lot.
I was overwhelmed by the movie, and you all remember the house, not the base motel, but the house behind the motel. It's not that rich house, but the structure is very inspirational.
Victorian.
Yeah, and on the second floor, when the beautiful stair, when Martin Balsam climb up the stair, and the great camera movement, and very bad thing happened there. Also the basement, there is a secret, right? And also, when I was preparing Mother, my previous movie, I also had quite big inspiration from the Psycho. 그러니까 그 저기 노만 베이트 저기 안소니 퍼킨스가 이제 그 엄마와의 관계가 아마 물론 영화에서 엄마 이미 죽은 상태지만 엄마가 살아 있었으면은 그 엄마와 그 아들의 관계가 어땠을까? 그게 아마 마더에 나오는 그 모자 관계랑 비슷하지 않을까? 뭐 이런 상상을 해보기도 했었더랬죠.
So while preparing for Mother, I